Now on CoastTV News.
Flooded fields on Delmarva, the remnants of all of the rain.
Poultry farms on the coast, why one organization hopes to get rid of them.
Short-term rentals. Ocean City has been making a lot of rule changes lately. This new tweak might impact the buying market.
Milford growth, the balance between more homes and more traffic as the city weighs a proposed development on the Riverwalk.
And after an impressive amount of rain over the weekend, looks like we're in for some springtime sunshine for this week.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Farmlands flooded, now drying out after heavy rain across Delmarva last night. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We're going to get to flooding in a second, but first, a noise mystery on the coast.
Many people across eastern Sussex County are reporting a boom and/or walls shaking Monday afternoon around 3:30 p.m. Now, we've reached out to all of the requisite state agencies. They note there are no recorded earthquakes nearby. But it is worth noting that the nearby Naval Air Station Patuxent River issued a noise advisory for this evening for some operations. So we have reached out to them to see if their operations began early.
And now let's go ahead and take a live look into Laurel as we check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams. Paul, you say there was no sound that was earthquake related.
No. Oh, in fact, what we talk about, there's no ground related tremor or any kind of seismic activity that's recorded. We actually monitor seismic activity in our area. And so this is an overall map of all that has happened today. Okay. And this is where we're located, and then I want to kind of show you something real quick. The closest we have is 974 miles away, and that's all the way down in San Juan. So then I zoom in on our information specifically for our area, and we have no indication whatsoever, and we also always confirm this with the United States Geological Survey that's available. Now, what we indeed can confirm, lots of rain in a short period of time over the weekend. We had over 2 inches of rain from just early this morning for us in Salisbury and 1.5 nearly in Ocean City. Here are some of the other impressive numbers. We had over 3.5 inches of rain in Dagsboro and Delmar, close to that in Rehoboth, near 3 inches for us in Milton, Indian River Inlet, and Lewis. And also we had over an inch and a third or inch and a half right in that range from Laurel to Seaford, Pine Hook, and Rehoboth. 1.59 inches of rain fell in that short period of time. Over 1.5 in Slaughter Beach, 1.3 in Lewis, and 1.3 for us in Stockley. Now, Maddie, here's what complicated things and why we had such a flooding concern. Dry land already because of drought conditions, and this rain hit very, very rapidly.
Thank you, Paul. And as Paul just showed, parts of Sussex County and beyond are waterlogged today. Coast TV News anchor Christina de Robertis shows us the lingering impact after this weekend's downpour.
The rain clouds have passed, but left behind quite a mess Monday. In Dagsboro, an incredible collection of pools on farmland there. Even animals stuck navigating the mess, with this horse seemingly stuck on the driest corner of its pasture. On farmland near Milford, irrigation systems sit half sunk in flooded fields, and up the road, landscapes are completely saturated. In Milton, a swimming pool, where there shouldn't be one, right across from the library, and the Broadkill River leaking onto flood-prone Front Street. Sidewalks have turned into streams, backyards into swamps, and for many, drying out won't happen overnight. For Coast TV News, I'm Christina de Robertis.
Thousands of chickens at a poultry farm in Sussex County, but one organization is looking to end animal agriculture just like this across the country. Coast TV News reporter Zakiya Jennings is in the newsroom. Zakiya, you spoke with those planning to protest on Delmarva this week, and farmers who say this attack threatens their livelihood.
Charlie, animal activists I spoke with say the industry isn't just cruel to animals, but cruel to those who work in it. However, I did speak with farmers on Delmarva who say animal agriculture puts food on people's tables across the country, and the organization's tactics are extreme. Animal agriculture consists of the breeding, raising, and slaughter of animals for human use, including meat, milk, eggs, and other products. And for farmers like Bobby Hawkins, it's their livelihood. Hawkins says animal welfare is at the core of what he does.
A big part of my job is reading birds. So, I can come in and tell whether they're a little bit too cold or a little bit too hot or how they're feeling and try to adjust accordingly to make sure that they're comfortable at all times. So I would say You know, animal welfare is a huge part of what I do to make sure that I'm successful growing chickens and that the chickens are happy while they're here.
But for Cassie King and other organizers with Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE, an animal rights group based in California, they want to see what they call a cruel industry gone forever.
I think we can move away from exploiting animals for food and other things with a just transition. We realize it's not going to happen overnight. We're not asking for these operations to shut down tomorrow. We need a plan, and we need funding from the government.
King says they're also protesting to call on Purdue's CEO, Kevin McAdams, to close down Petaluma Poultry, a Purdue subsidiary.
The people at the top of these corporations don't care about the animals, they don't care about the workers, and they don't care about our health or our environment.
But Andrea Staub with Purdue says that's not true, and it's the protesters who are in the wrong.
It is clear that the plans to protest isn't focused on animal welfare. This is part of a broader movement and agenda with the goal of ending animal protein production of any kind by potentially disrupting local businesses and creating chaos.
The protest is set to start on Tuesday. The protest will be in Salisbury at the Purdue headquarters. DXE says they will hold a vigil for the chickens at the slaughterhouse on Saturday. Purdue says they are aware of the protest, and they've also notified local law enforcement about the protest. Back to you.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know your thoughts on ending animal agriculture like poultry farming here on Delmarva.
Let's take a look at the results so far. 94% strongly disagree with that. They want to see animal agriculture continue, and it is worth noting it is Sussex County's largest industry, primarily poultry, but agriculture at large is Sussex County's largest industry.
If you want to get involved in this, if you want to vote, or if you want to leave a comment, go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Ocean City has made a lot of changes to short-term rental rules lately. Everything from a 5-day mandated minimum length stay to a moratorium on new rental licenses. And now another rule change is being proposed tonight at Ocean City Council. That's where Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe is live. And Kevin, this new change will only affect people buying a home that currently has one of these rental licenses.
Maddie, it's a story we covered a lot, short-term rentals right here in Ocean City. Now, according to the current moratorium in place, if people are looking to purchase a short-term rental license in a residential area or mobile home, they would not be allowed to. But if one of those owners of the homes with those licenses decides to sell, with this new proposition, it would let them transfer that license to the new homeowner. But according to the Ocean City manager, that license won't last forever.
What this new ordinance will do will allow a license to transfer one time from one property to the next, and those bookings to remain, any bookings to remain through the end of the calendar year.
This proposal will be discussed for its second and final reading tonight at the Ocean City Council meeting. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
More Milford homes. The Milford Housing Development Corporation has plans to build a new development near the Riverwalk in Milford. The proposal is for 27 townhomes on about 4 acres of land that would be called Riverwalk Villas. The Planning Commission recommended the project for approval back in 2023. Some people Coast TV spoke with welcomed the growth, while others, they're having some concerns about traffic and nature preservation.
Why I chose Milford was because of the natural, the ability to really be in touch with nature right here. And this river walk, if you were to put villas right on it, it's going to take that away.
A Tuesday Planning Commission meeting could decide whether Riverwalk Villas gets the next stamp of approval.
We know many of our viewers have moved here from the Wilmington area, so this may be of interest to you. But we do want to warn you, this story has some very sensitive information. New tonight, 2 men have been charged for sexually abusing a child in the 1990s, and this all allegedly took place at Catholic school. John Taggart, a former priest, and Christopher Crisona, who prosecutors say is a teacher now in Florida, have been indicted on multiple felony charges. According to the Delaware Department of Justice, investigators believe the abuse was between 1994 and 1996. Taggart served as a priest at St. Thomas the Apostle in Wilmington until 1998, and then was at St. John the Apostle in Milford from 1999 to 2001. Cristona is accused of abusing the same student while working at St. Thomas. The Department of Justice believes there could be more victims, and they do ask them to come forward. And we have the full story right now on CoastTV.com.
The future of skating in Kent County, how local lawmakers are stepping in to outline the future of the sport following the ice rink closure at the Delaware State Fairgrounds.
And we'll take a look at our evening planner. We're expecting for it to stay on the cool side and a bit breezy as well.
First, entire neighborhoods torn apart, how the South and Midwest is dealing with the aftermath of deadly storm systems. That's up next.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. For the best termite elimination on the shore, call Accurate and have the safest termite prevention for years to come. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Imagine having the perfect space for your loved ones, a private retreat for guests, or even an extra source of income right on your property. At Berica Homes, we specialize in building backyard cottages, in-law suites, and smaller-sized homes that blend seamlessly into your property. Whether it's for family, for guests, or for work, Berica's precision-built cottages are crafted for both functionality and efficiency. Ready to unlock the potential in your property? Visit bericahomes.com and discover the cottage that fits your needs.
When I got to the office, I found myself just a little bit out of focus. When I was signing documents, I found that I couldn't even sign my name. And then I stumbled a little bit. And my assistant, Becky Roberts, said, "You don't look well." And I said, "No, I'm okay, just tired." And then she said, "If you don't go to the ER, I'm going to call Rebecca, my wife." I said, "Okay." And the way I was treated was exactly the way we treat anybody else who comes to the ER with a stroke. CAT scan first, vital signs, and then patient room right away. And then literally within minutes, the Jefferson neurologist was already online with our teleneurology system. Minutes count. And having a neurologist there to see everything makes a huge difference. Healthcare is more and more a team sport. BB Healthcare and what we are and what we're becoming. And our relationship with Jefferson not only saved my life, but made sure that I have minimal impact, that I'm able to live my life and continue doing what I do for a long time.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. With over 300 combined years of experience, we're community-focused and 5-star rated.
Accurate Pest Control.
Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
For 3 days, it's been a violent, relentless attack across the South and Midwest. Tornadoes, hail, flooding, rains, wildfires, dust storms.
And at least 40 people have died across as many as a dozen states dealing with the extreme conditions. Entire neighborhoods have been torn apart. Missouri seeing some of the worst of it.
Was holding my wife to my chest and just watching everything disappear and watching everything get ripped down away from me.
Shock, numb, don't know what to think, don't know what to say anymore.
For tens of thousands, cleanup has started across the strike zone. Families currently asking for anything or looking for anything that they can salvage from what little is left of their homes.
And with all this in mind, recent layoffs at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, coupled with potential cuts to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, have sparked widespread concern about the nation's ability to respond to severe weather. At NOAA, as many as 800 employees have been terminated. Experts and lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have raised concerns about the changes and how they could impair storm readiness and recovery. On Sunday, President Donald Trump said his administration is ready to assist those affected by the tornadoes and storm damage.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. We're looking for 62 to 68 and then another round of rain stopping by on Thursday. Your full forecast is just around the corner.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
For nearly 25 years, Spicer Brothers has been more than a business. We've been a beacon of hope for families across Delmarva.
We believe in more than just roofs and bathrooms. We believe in lifting up neighbors, giving back to the community, and honoring those who served our country.
Every nail we hammer and every bath we install is a promise to build stronger homes and brighter futures.
This is who we are, proud, patriotic,
devoted to community and building legacies.
Spicer Brothers, built with pride because you deserve the best.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Is that our luggage rack?
Fix that thing. Gorilla Tape.
Of course.
Double thick adhesive for a hold that lasts for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. And for a clear fix, try Crystal Clear Gorilla Tape.
Choice Privileges makes it easy to earn points and maximize any vacation. You can earn reward nights fast and redeem at over 7,400 hotels. Maximized. Get double points on all stays when you book direct.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
What made last night or early morning rain, the early morning rain we experienced, such a dramatic situation is that it was a good deal of rain that fell in a very short period of time. And plus, we had the land really dry for an extended period of time. So we're still in the midst of that drought. And so that's what happens when you get a whole lot of rain all of a sudden, instead of gradually like nature typically would intend. And we have more rain on the way for Thursday, by the way. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, we're holding at 60 degrees. We'll drop down to 52 with partly cloudy skies as early as 8 o'clock. We are in the 50s and lower 60s. Generally speaking, across the region as a whole, we're at 61 in Ocean Pines, 60 degrees right now, Ocean City and in Redden, but it's 57 degrees, not only in Seaford, but also in Milford. Here's a look at some of the rainfall total since midnight. We were talking about over 2 inches for us actually in Salisbury. We had between 3 to 1 right in that range throughout a good portion of all of Delaware. But overall, we're still concerned about it continuing to stay very windy. We had gale wind warnings that were active, but now we're under these small craft advisories. So we're still dealing with breezy conditions along the beaches. But we're looking at about 25 mile per hour wind gusts now that we've kind of updated that nicely, actually. Overall, we're taking a look at the wind gusts right now, primarily pushing out of the northwest for right now at about 20 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. And future wind gusts are going to begin to die down a bit for us, but we're seeing a shift in the direction of what's happening. Overnight, we're going to drop down to the 30s with clearing skyline for us. And so as you take a look at our futurecast, we're going to have temperatures in the 60s with brilliant sunshine for Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Then we're going to drop back down into the 30s by 9 o'clock Wednesday. We're in the 50s, actually. And then we'll bounce into the upper 60s to actually, check this out, 71 in Seaford, 70 in Delmarva, and 71 degrees expected for the high Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock for us on Wednesday. And then we'll see some clouds begin to slide through. The most southern portion of our viewing area, 54 to start off for us for tonight. And then we're going to drop down to the 30s, bounce back into the 60s, lower 60s for Tuesday afternoon at about 5 o'clock. And then as far as our expectations for how we're going to start off at about 50 degrees at 9 o'clock for Wednesday, and then we're going to bounce to near 70 in Salisbury and stay in the 60s for us along the rest of the coastal region. So Tuesday we're sunny, Wednesday we're looking for temperatures in the 50s, and Thursday we're looking for 56 degrees in Assateague. For Ocean City, we're going to have cloudy skies and 72 degrees by the time we get to Thursday, and we're going to brace for a chance of scattered showers to kick in for us for Lewis and Rehoboth Beach for Thursdays. Now, the precipitation kicks in for Thursday, and here's a wider view of that precipitation. You see that distinct wall and line that's going to slide through, so I don't think we're going to get away from dealing with that rain. Tonight, 34, cooling down. Tomorrow, brilliant sunshine and 62 degrees. 68, spring is just around the corner by Wednesday. And then finally, here's a look at your extended forecast. We anticipate first day of spring will also bring spring showers.
Thank you, Paul. New at 5, ice skaters in Kent County could soon get a better sense of what the future of the sport could look like in the area. Tomorrow, local lawmakers are holding a press conference to outline the next steps for skating following the closure of Delaware's State Fairgrounds ice rink in Harrington. Now, the closure announcement upset many. It's the rink that is the only one here in southern Delaware. According to the Delaware State Fairgrounds, skyrocketing operational costs and ongoing mechanical failures prompted the planned closure. Families are invited to the press conference, which starts at 5 p.m. at Dover City Hall.
The University of Delaware has received a record-breaking $71.5 million donation from alumni Robert and Kathleen Siegfried and the Siegfried Group seen here. The gift will go towards building Siegfried Hall, a new hub for learning at the Lerner College of Business and Economics. Construction should start in the next few years. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 8, Bennett travels to Parkside in boys high school lacrosse. Then at 10:30, a recap of all the action in tonight's final score.
And coming up, why President Trump is saying some pardons issued by former President Biden aren't valid. Stay tuned on CoastTV News at 5.
Most people remodel their kitchens for 3 reasons: poor design, lack of storage, and outdated cabinets.
That sounds like a big job.
Not with Paul Davis. We offer 2 stress-free solutions. Reface your cabinets with 5 layers of hardwood, new doors and drawers in 5 days or less. Or replace them, improve your layout and home value.
Call now.
We'll bring the showroom to you and provide an exact price the same day.
Installed before summer. Save 20% on your kitchen project or pay nothing for 12 months.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
Carlos just started working a construction job. When his foreman told him to take a shovel, get down in the ditch, and help dig out some underground cables, he didn't hesitate. Unfortunately, the company didn't have a trench box, and when the sides collapsed, Carlos was trapped under thousands of pounds of sandy soil. Construction accidents are often the result of the company's failure to make a plan to keep its workers safe. If you or a loved one were seriously injured in a construction accident, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
At Lakeshore Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Seaford, our goal is to make sure that our employees are happy, which then leads to happy customers. By doing this every day, we are better able to offer our customers a great buying and service experience. Our customers get all this at the lowest prices in Sussex County. At Lakeshore Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Seaford, we are different and we prove it every day, one customer at a time. Call us at 302-990-3099 or shop us online at lakeshorecdjr.com.
Everyone has gotten better in the battles.
This is going to be one of my fave moments.
Who is the winner of this battle?
I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm up a creek without a paddle.
Use your hands.
The Voice, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
What's the flavor of psychopath we're dealing with?
A widower
who's killed all 3 of his wives.
If we don't find the next victim, we know how this romance ends.
I do.
The Hunting Party, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
In political news, President Trump says he believes some pardons issued by President Joe Biden are not valid. On social media, Trump claimed Biden's use of an auto pen voids the pardons. The pardons include members of the bipartisan House committee that investigated the January 6th Capitol riot. The Department of Justice has previously stated a president doesn't have to physically sign a bill, and using an auto pen is valid. Worth noting here, there is no power in the Constitution or case law to undo a pardon.
As bird flu continues to spread, an office established to prepare the nation for future pandemics is reportedly down to just one staffer. The White House Office of Pandemic Preparedness and Policy Response was established by Congress in 2022. The office once had a staff of about 20 people, and again, they were working on bird flu, but a source says as of this week, only one staffer will remain, and it's not clear who that person will report to.
In consumer news today, Pepsi is buying a popular prebiotic soda brand, jumping on the trend of healthier sodas. Under the deal, Pepsi will pay $1.6 billion for Poppi. Poppi has become increasingly popular since it appeared on Shark Tank in 2018. In January, Pepsi bought the remaining half of the Sbarro hummus brand as the company increases its line of healthier foods.
It is St. Patrick's Day, so if you're feeling lucky, the Powerball lottery jackpot has jumped to $398 million. The next drawing is tonight. The jackpot has a cash value of at least $185 million. Not bad at all. As we take one more live look now into Lewis, we'll take a final check on the forecast after this break.
Winter may be packing its bags, but it left a chill behind. Don't let a cold snap catch you off guard. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating system tune-up. We'll keep your system running smoothly so you're warm and snug until spring finally makes up its mind. Act now and get our no breakdown guarantee. With over 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
This March at Holly Kia, we're celebrating Kia Madness.
Don't worry about a bracket. The Kia lineup offers something for everyone.
Right now, enjoy the Holly Kia Advantage,
which includes tires for life on all new purchases.
Take advantage of 1.9% for 60 months.
On 2025 Sportage and Sorrento models in stock.
And don't forget to ask about our loyalty program.
Plus, we'll take any trade and give you up to 120% more than Kelley Blue Book Fair Market Trade.
So celebrate Kia Madness
at Holly Kia in Selbyville and Felton.
And remember, Jim wants to see you in a Holly Kia.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready, without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
It is St. Patrick's Day, and despite the absence of a parade in Dover this year due to a lack of volunteers, the state capitol still honored the Irish Society of Delmarva for their contributions to the community.
And from Dover to Dublin, here you can see the sights from the big parade in Dublin today. People in Ireland typically go to church in the morning and then take part in festivities later in the day.
Sounds like a whole lot of fun. All right, our small craft advisor is in effect for Broad Hill Beach, Lewis, Rehoboth Beach down to Dewey, Ocean View, South Bethany. Also concerned about 25-mile-per-hour winds from Fenwick Island, Ocean City down towards Chincoteague. Our umbrella winner, Michael Ferracci. Congratulations from Millsboro. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. It's just a phone call away, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Just as a reminder, spring will spring into action on Thursday, and we'll also have some spring showers on that same day.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.